We're still here.
That's right. Holding it down. Got a 2-minute drill, so let's pick up the pace.
This better be 2 minutes, by the way.
Or less, maybe? Anyways.
It has to be at least 2 minutes.
At least, okay. We got Patriots, Vikings, 3rd and 4th for New England here on the Minnesota 8. And Travion Henderson, just a bruiser of a back. He had 4 carries, 20 yards, plus that touchdown. Patriots would win 20-12. However, also in this game, Kevin O'Connell was experiencing some preseason woes on offense.
Excited about this year's team and excited about this play call, fellas.
What do we got?
A fast motion. Oh, no.
Just
Like this.
perfect.
We mic up coaches every game.
Every time in the middle of a play call. I love it. I love it.
Okay, I appreciate it. So you guys are going to turn the cameras on. Let's just give them one-on-ones. Go ahead, Nicole.
We have a Karen question via text.
Okay, good. Are you going with Karen's?
I got a question from myself, or I can.
You know what? We'll let you ask the first question, and then Karen will get the second one via text, since you guys were the only couple.
So we saw Jared Wilson in at left guard through second team, and he'll also take some snaps at center. What have you seen from him lately that led to his usage?
We're just trying to get everybody the spots that they may end up in, and still have a competition at left guard, and making sure that he's where he needs to be. And I give him credit. Wasn't able to practice on Thursday. Worked hard to get back. Worked him out before the game, and we all decided that he would be able to play, and he played, and probably had some good snaps, and probably was going to have some snaps that we'll need to improve on. So that's the plan, is just trying to get him all the work that he may need, and continue to compete.
Is there a point in the preseason in which you like to have the?
Well, I think just when it's clear, when it's clear. There's not a timeline, but I think that when it becomes clear, and it didn't before, and I don't think it has yet in the season, and hopefully whatever comes after that is just trying to get a good solid group of offensive linemen, establish the first unit, but then also have some really good pieces behind them. What's Karen got?
Dan Roach on behalf of Karen Caribbean. How gratifying is it in terms of the culture you're trying to build, is seeing Efton Chisholm, an undrafted free agent, in second and third efforts to make plays and get into the end zone?
Doesn't matter how you get here. The only thing that matters is what you do when you're here, and I think that's another great example of that. And Chiz, when given opportunities, has taken advantage of them. And we talked about his play strength last week, and I would say that continued to be true this week.
How much does that come into your three
follow-up via text? No.
So the 3 principles of making what you training camp, earning a role.
I think that's exactly what we talked about. Like, this has to be a work day, this has to be an identity day, but this also has to be an earn a role day, and making sure that we showed up with that mentality.
A couple of veterans, defensive veterans, making plays in the second half, and Kyle and Anthony. Just curious, we haven't talked a whole lot about Anthony, but what have you seen from him?
I've seen a competitiveness, and Anthony's been around, and again, we've had really good conversations, and you try to draft some guys, and there's some young guys in here, and it's a fine balance. And to his credit, he's done nothing but compete in practice, earn reps, earn opportunities in the game, and take advantage of everyone that he's gotten, and a factor today and even last week.
It was a little surprising to see them both playing so late in the game.
Well, we have to, we only have so many guys. There's guys that didn't travel, there's guys that didn't play, and we have to have 11 out there every play. And so this is the third week of our first training camp as a coaching staff and as a team. Like, that's what I want everybody to realize. It's the third week of our first year, and we have to just, we have to get this right. And everybody, we just be prepared to play, and for however long that you're in there or whenever you're asked, and help on special teams. Somebody's got to protect the punter. Somebody's got to go on the field goal unit. Somebody has to be on the kickoff return, right? That our obligation is we have to protect the guys that have the ball, and then, we have to be able to play and get stops just like we did. And that builds confidence and trust throughout everybody on the team. I feel like you guys now are just going to tag team the hell out of me.
One of your opponents did play their starters in the game. We'll go going off what you said, does that sort of describe your preseason philosophy in terms of like building?
Well, it described our philosophy today is that we just want to go out and work through a pregame warm-up and work through openers and making adjustments and things to coach on. If you don't do anything today, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now you work again on Monday. Like today had to be a work day, and for some it wasn't that much, and for others it was more. And what other teams do can't affect us. We'll try to play the situation and score when we're in the red zone. And I think it's a great reminder of we talked about Chisholm and Jordan Polk, like saving a touchdown and defending every blade of grass, and we force them to kick a field goal, and that's the difference. Sometimes in these games is an extra effort play that allows the defense to defend every inch and blade of grass, and offense to fight for every inch.
Mark, how pleased are you with your defense? Being able to keep Minnesota out of the end zone?
Well, yeah, we were 2 for 2 last week in the red zone, and so that improved today. Not letting them.
How good is it to get back out there?
Yeah, it's always good to get out there with the guys. You go through a real game like in the huddle, out of the huddle. Got delay of the game, so that stuff's good to be mad at myself for, and reminder to watch the clock get out of the huddle, get the guys back in the huddle. So it's always good to get real game reps where they can hit me and kind of real situations.
Why the delay game? Something happened there that?
Yeah, I just got to get out of the huddle faster. I think it's with me. I think it starts with me getting those guys back in the huddle. It's different in practice. Just kind of getting back to the huddle when they start the play clock. Right after the last play's down. So just a good reminder. I feel like I was watching it. For some reason, it was a second down, a weird play that my eyes weren't on it, I think. But I think it falls on me. It's good to have to bounce back from that because there may be a false start or holding, get back on track kind of type of deal. So it was good to feel that, but obviously disappointed myself for letting that happen out here.
What do you see in your teammate after Chisholm? When you see him breaking tackles, one play broke 4 tackles.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you see in this kid?
Yeah, he just keeps on showing up. I think that's the theme for him. Was throughout camp, throughout joint practices, throughout preseason games. He got in the end zone again tonight, and just keeps on showing up. Like I said, he's blocking the run game. He's knows what to do. He's staying late with veterans and asking me, hey, what do you think on this route? He's just he wants it, and I think that's the biggest thing you show, and it's paying off for him.
How about Trevion? What did he able to do? Continue with the 11-yard run on that drive and then the touchdown.
Yeah, I think he's dynamic. I mean, shoot, it's cool knowing him. He's out there on kickoff for us, kickoff return. So I think from there, just try to find ways to get him open in space, and I think he's better than teams give him credit for running between the tackles, as you saw today. So just trying to find ways to give him the football, and I think on the third down, maybe could have gave it to him earlier or gave him a better ball.
You talked a lot about working with your line, the joint practices. How about opportunity today where you kind of got flushed a little bit, got man cut inside on you, and you went around and made the pass to Mac Hollins. How much of that is your game? How important is that?
Yeah, that's just game. That's just game situation. It's hard to emulate that in practice because the defensive ends always think they got a sack, So it's good to get out here and know they actually have to bring me down, and it's good for us to work scramble drill because sometimes that we call something and we're expecting this coverage and they go to something else. So it's good for those guys to feel that and the receivers to work on scramble drill and stuff like that. It's hard to mimic that in practice. So it's great getting out here in a preseason game.
Regarding that play, talk about that play, Matt. His ability, not only his play, but his ability to get open situations like that. So even in the joint practice,
Yeah.
you were able to find him. What is his knack? What is his?
Yeah, I think kind of one of those things where he's in the right spot. He knows coverage. He's a veteran in this league. He's been in a lot of different systems. He's played in this system before. Kind of knows the ins and outs and knows what to expect. And I think he wants it. He wants the ball. He loves going up and getting it. I threw him the high first one and he made a play on it. So I was a little amped early in the game. So it was good to have a big 6'3" receiver out there. I feel like DBs are scared to hit across the middle. On our team, it's nice having that.
Do you feel that energy?
You're up. You're up. There you go.
How would you describe your communication with Josh McDaniels on the headset that where he said that he's actually being active in some conditions?
Yeah, it's great. I think having before the 15 seconds goes out, for even just constant reminders or a little reminder here or there, it goes a long way for us because we're dealing with a lot of stuff out there, and even a reminder in the huddle to to a receiver, hey, get your depth, or hey, to an offensive line, hey, you'll be ready for this, or something like that goes a long way. And he's great at kind of giving little tidbits, and from there it's just just kind of working our communication of what I like hearing and what he likes, kind of giving me before the snap.
You mentioned you felt a little bit hands up before the start of the game. It's a preseason game. People at home might hear that and say, why are they so excited? Is it hard for you to kind of dial it down, even in a situation?
Yeah, I don't think y'all want to dial it down. We're out there, they're keeping score. We're trying to win. I miss, Pop High, same thing. He's wide open sitting in zone out there. So, just a couple plays we should have back, but I thought the guys up front, blocked well, and I think dialing it back. Like I said, it's preseason, but these guys are still trying to, come, tackle us and stop us. So we're trying to go down and score. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, it's one of my best friends. So it's pretty cool us, starting against each other in a preseason game, and really our first time, really playing against each other.
How good of a week was this for you and the team, the two joint practices?
Yeah.
Being out here as a group, and also today's.
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously the Vikings, what they put in, last year, and the regular season they had, and kind of the talent they have back. It's great for us to go up them in 2 days of practice and come out here and finish off a preseason game. So it's a nice facility out here, and I thought it was good work, good for us to see different stuff, see different defenses, see different talent. Coach Flores does some good stuff on defense, so it's good for us to see the stuff he does and kind of learn from it and carry it into the regular season.